I said Friday, everyone should be in a good mood. We have plans for the weekend. Any plans for the weekend? What are your plans? Yes. You're riding along with the policeman, but in a good way. In a good way, not in a bad way. So, actually, I wanted to ask you, so this weekend will be blank, won't it? What are you guys, if you had to fill this blank in for this weekend, what are you thinking? One word, one word. Fun? You think fun? Will be. Will be what? Studying? Ah, yeah, so this weekend will be, well, if you were studying, maybe stressful, or would you say, would that be fun? Would that be fun, studying all weekend? Will be great. So why do we say these things? What are we thinking? What are our plans? It will be fun. If we say fun, why do we think fun? Do we have plans? The beach? The beach? Yeah? All right. Traveling this weekend? Okay. What else? Are there any other words? Is anyone having a different weekend?
Boring.
Boring. Should we put boring? So you said you're going to the beach. Where are you going to the beach? Where are you going to the beach?
Just chill out, you know.
Okay.
We like to go to the beach and sit and have a conversation. So, yeah, I think that's nice. Maybe go in the water.
Okay.
If it's hot, if it's not hot.
How does that sound to everyone? Will anyone be doing the same? The beach?
Maybe.
What else?
Shopping.
Where? Ah,
Soccer.
And buying ice cream.
ice cream. So has anyone been to Lincoln or Sawgrass to shop? No? You never been? Oh, you have been. Which one? Okay. How would you describe Sawgrass to someone who is going?
It's like a big center shop. You can buy a lot of things, a lot of brands. Sometimes it's cheaper.
That's true. Do you have any questions about Sawgrass?
No, I go there.
Oh, you've been there.
No, in 2015 we went there.
Okay. What did you like?
I went there to buy watches and clothes for me, for my family.
Okay. Very interesting. So we have shopping. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Shopping, beach, anything else? Any other plans?
I have plans to go to US tomorrow.
Oh, that's a big plan. What will you do there?
The school booking for me, help me today.
Ah, okay.
Today.
Very nice. What are the plans?
Go to the US on Saturday and go to Sawgrass on Sunday.
Ah, okay.
You will go with the school or alone?
Alone, but the school booking for me, help me, and for other students too.
Are you going with another student? Or just alone by bus?
No, because the name of company is QS. That's the school booking. I'm alone, but some other people that not only students.
Oh, okay. By bus.
Yeah.
Has anyone done this trip before? No? So what will you do in Key West, do you know?
No, have a schedule all day, activities during all day, but I don't see one. But have a beautiful beach there.
Mm-hmm.
To do.
Do they? Yeah.
I knew there. I went there and I took a boat to have balloon, a big balloon that you see.
Balloon.
Oh,
Mhm.
hot air balloon.
Yes.
A A hot air balloon.
That the boat and you open the
A hot air. Has anyone been on the hot air balloon there? No? How was the hot air balloon? How was the experience?
it was very nice. It's you can relax in the air.
Okay.
It's good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I've never done that actually. Has anyone done a hot air balloon before?
No, you have a cord that you put in the boat, and the boat push the balloon up.
Oh, it's not all. No, it's not this.
It's
This
parasailing. Parasailing.
Parasailing. So that's a little different, right? What's the difference? Explain the difference.
You don't need the boat for the hot air balloon.
Yeah, it's different.
It's just with the gaze,
Yeah,
go up.
it's different. You need to a boat to ride a boat and the balloon up.
Okay. So has anyone done parasailing? Yes? How is it? It was fun? Yeah? Would you tell him otherwise? Or you
I did like
Panera?
banana. Banana.
What is that?
Like a banana. And you sit
Oh, the banana.
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 Oh, this one is nice.
and parasailing. Then diving. And a boat tour.
Okay. So you did a lot.
Man, nothing cute.
Okay. Key West is beautiful.
Yeah.
You will love Key West. How would you describe Key West? Just
There are a lot of twists and very beautiful girls.
I don't know if she cares about that. Yeah.
And a good restaurant there.
Very good.
You can eat a lot of fish.
Yeah.
How was the fish?
I don't know the name, but it's good.
Dolphin, tilapia,
Yeah.
snapper,
Shark.
shark. So whale? Do they eat whale? Do they? I've never heard of that. Just
I think
ideas?
No, they use whale to make some for the human cosmetic.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
The grease of the whale.
Ah, the grease. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. So then we have a lot going on. We have Key West, the beach, shopping. We have a lot going on. The sports. So this weekend will be, I think, fun for everyone. But the opposite would be boring if maybe you're not doing much. And I understand why I heard a boring in there. So we're looking forward to the weekend is what it sounds like, right? TGIF, like you said before. We don't say that anywhere else?
No, we say it, but not TGI.
What do you say? What is that? Oh, really? Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Sunday you work? Oh, really? Sunday is usually the day off. I did not know that. Interesting. So let me give you another one. If I say, for instance, if you say to someone, you are, aren't you? Very good. Aren't. If you say that to someone, right? You are Brazilian, aren't you? So what are we doing if we say this? Right. So, but if we say aren't you, what are we thinking? Exactly. Very good, right? So maybe we are checking. So maybe we think you are Brazilian, but we are not sure. So we are exactly confirming or checking. Right? So you say you are Brazilian, aren't you? Do we know what this is called? Have you guys seen this before? Yeah. What is it? A what? Tag questions? Perfect. Tag questions. That's exactly what they are. These are called tag questions. So you guys have seen this before. some of you have seen this before. Tag question. So, like she said, you are confirming something. You might think that you know something, and you are confirming what it is. So, if you do not know someone's name, maybe you're like, have you ever met someone and then you see them again, and you're like, oh, what's her name? What's her name? Well, what's his name? What's his name? So then what would you say? You might say, your name is Maria. And then what would you say? You say, your name is Maria, isn't it? Perfect. Yeah, your name is Maria, isn't it? And then you cross your fingers that you're right, right? Because, if you're wrong, then you might look like, oh, well, you can't remember my name. I had a horrible impression on you, maybe, right? So that's exactly what it is. You guys have seen this before. So when you do this, the you are here, what is this called here? The you are. So if I say you are, what is that? What is that? The you are. What kind? If this is a tag question, what is the you are? What would we call that? Do you remember? Have you seen that before? What is the? It's a verb. It's a type of verb. Have you seen that before? It's called an It's called an affirmative verb. Have you seen that? So if you look, you are, and then there's a negative tag also, right? So if you say, do you know what affirmative means? First, that's a good question. What does affirmative mean?
Like yes.
Yeah. What is affirmative?
Like you are sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
you say something right.
Yeah, you say something right.
Right. So you're wondering if you have it right? So you're affirming. You're affirming. So that's what these questions are. If you are affirming, your name is Maria, isn't it? So you are affirming that her name is Maria, right? So the aren't you here? So this would be an affirmative verb. Because what are you doing? You're affirming, right? This would be the affirmative verb, right? Affirmative verb. Right here. So the affirmative verb would be, you are Maria, aren't you? You're affirming. You are Maria. That's who you are. You are clarifying. You are confirming, right? So then this aren't you right here, what would that be? Yeah, very good. So that would be like the negative. That would be like the negative there. So that's the negative tag. So we use this a lot without thinking about it, right? We use this a lot in everyday conversation. If we say it's hot out today, isn't it? So we are kind of confirming. Maybe someone might come out. Oh yeah, no, it's so hot out there. Once they come back in, so you confirm with them, right? Now, have you ever seen it the opposite? Can we do it a different way than this? Have you ever seen it the opposite? Yeah, like if you flipped it around a little bit. Have you ever seen it that way? You are not Brazilian, right? You aren't Brazilian, are you? Right? But then they say it a little differently, right? Have you noticed the tone? You aren't Brazilian, are you? Right? Have you heard Americans say it like that, right? So you would say, you aren't Brazilian, are you? Right? If someone asked you that and you weren't Brazilian, would you be offended? Would you take offense? Say, no, I'm not Brazilian, I'm Italian. Would you would you get mad? Or if they got it wrong and you were Brazilian, like they said, you are Italian, aren't you? You said, no, I'm Brazilian.
You're from the German part.
Ah, exactly. Well, what do you think of that, Sylvan? That's a compliment. Is that a compliment? If you say it that way?
You're from the French part.
Now, is that a compliment? What is that? Is it a compliment if you say from the French part? No? So, if you say you aren't Brazilian, are you? So then now it's the opposite, right? We have the aren't here, which is the negative, right? Now this would be the negative. So where is the affirmative in here?
Are you?
Are you, right? Exactly.
But it's a question.
It's a question, but it's a question affirmative.
Exactly, right? So you're affirming. So you aren't Brazilian, are you? Right? So that's exactly, so it's the same thing but switched around, right? So we've seen that before?
Yeah.
So it's the same way to ask the same question. So what are we doing in these? What are we, like we said before? We're doing the opposite, right? And we are, like we said, what do these do in conversation? If you use this type of sentence, what are you trying to do? There's question. What are you trying to do? To know the people and to
Know if it's right.
to know if it's right. So you are affirming, which is why we say affirmative verb, right? Very good. So I brought in some worksheets that we can work on quickly to kind of drill this, right? So it says complete the dialogue with the tag questions, right? So that's what we just did here. So the first example says, "Hi, your name is Angela," and then a blank. So then the answer would be, "Isn't it?" Right? If just like we said, if you meet someone, you say, "Your name is Angela, isn't it?" You hope you're right, right? What?
When you have a doubt.
Yes, when you're trying, you have a little bit of a doubt, and you're trying to affirm or clarify. Exactly, right? So we could do this in pairs, or just a few in there, just like the example I just gave. So I'll give you, if you guys want to work together there. Oh, where's your partner today? No, I'm just kidding. Do you want to jump in with them? Do you mind if he works with you guys? Okay.
He said, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
No, I think they didn't. I think, oh my goodness, we are in the school together. The management, that's right? Didn't. It's possible to say didn't she, didn't it?
Or we can say like wasn't it?
For which one?
For example, guess for this morning, I wasn't your ex. Didn't she?
No, because it was. Remember, was. So you wouldn't say didn't. So you say it wasn't your ex
When
because you have was, wasn't, was not.
when
So if you say, go ahead.
for example, is still going. La did. No?
Which one?
This one. We are still going. Are not we?
Yeah. Well, if you have, it depends on the first part of the sentence. So since that one it says we are, you would say aren't. Right? You could say didn't and did she, like you didn't feed the dogs, did you? You didn't feed the dogs. Like if you came home and you were wondering if the dogs had eaten, you could say you didn't feed the dogs, did you? Ah, yes. Didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Because that's something you did, right? Yeah. the dialogue if you'd like. But we'll go over the answers in about 2 minutes, about a minute or two. You would tell me if there was a problem. Would. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if we go back to number 1 there, so Vince and Abdul, do you want to try to read that conversation? Abdul, you can be A, and Vince, you can be B. Very good. And it felt like a real conversation. I liked the acting skills there, right? The tone and the stress was perfect there. Like two Americans having a conversation. All right. So would you two like to pair up and do the next one there for number 2? You can be A and B. So that last one, what's a do they? Did you say do they and do they? Right, do they? Do they? And it wasn't your ex, was it? It was the first one. Was it, right? Do ex-boyfriends just call to talk? Is that true? I don't know. Do you guys think ex-boyfriends call to talk? No? It's not true? It's not true? Vince calls to talk. All right. Would you mind doing another one with Sylvan? Okay, go ahead. So Sylvan, did you have anything different for that last one? Won't she? Won't. Very good. Okay. So what about 4 there? Let's see. Would you guys like to do 4? A and B? Very good. Very good. Perfect, actually. All right. So then we have the last one there. Do you want to do Julia and Sylvan? A and B? Very good. Very good. tell me if there was a problem. Very good. Very good. I felt the emotion there. Very good. We've got some actors in here. Some actors and actresses. So you guys did very well on that. So we have seen this before a little bit, the tag questions. Pretty comfortable? Pretty comfortable with it? Okay, like just in person, not written down, just improv or without having the time to think about it beforehand? Okay. So is it? Do you have class? Do you have class this evening? You could say you have class this evening, don't you? You could say don't too, because you are doing the class. You're going to go to the class, don't you? But well, when we use these, we add that second part there, that tag, because that is when we think we know, and we are confirming. So that's why we add that. Sometimes we just ask questions and we're not trying to confirm. We have no idea. And then sometimes we are confirming something we think we know, right? But I think you're right. Maybe using it more, maybe with more repetition or experience or using it more, it will come. But otherwise, it's easier to think and write it one at a time than to use it in conversation. That's perfect because I have I have a worksheet where it uses it in conversation. So maybe if we use it a little more. This one is more of a communication. And so what it does is there's a student A and a student B, okay? And so what you will do is student A will ask the questions on here to student B. Student B will ask their questions to student A. So student A's first question is, when is your birthday? So then student B would say, oh, my birthday is January 22nd, 1990, or whatnot, or whatever their birthday is. And you can have a short conversation. I was born in Colombia. I was born in Florida. And then B will go, do you take sugar in your coffee? So then A will say, I like sugar, I don't like sugar. So you go through all of the questions, and then at the end you go back and you see if your memory is correct using tag questions. So for this one, when is your birthday? You would say, your birthday is January 22nd, 1990, isn't it? So then you practice using the tag questions in a conversation, and it also tests your memory. So if you have a bad memory, then you might have trouble, right? So, but this is like a conversation basically. It's like a staged conversation. It's like a planned conversation. So it may help get that experience, I hope. So does everyone understand what they are doing, or what are you doing? Very good, right? You're going to practice the conversation. In twos. And then, well, Julia can either pair up with, did you want to pair up with them this time? Do it differently? Do you mind having Julia in your group this time? Okay. You can pair up with Vincent Abdul. You are B? Okay, so she's A. Who's B? Okay, so then you would go opposite of Vince. what, yeah, Julio was correct. It is difficult. Where, were. Very good. Were. Very good. Yep. Correct. Yes. Yes, just like this, yeah. So you just flip the negative, so you flip the negative verb and the affirmative tag. So you can do it both ways. Yeah, exactly. So one way you can start off negative, you haven't, or you aren't. And the other way you can start off positive, you are, and then the negative, aren't you, right? So that's what you actually just did perfect exercise there. Yes. say you have been. You could say you have been to America. You could say you have been in America, but I think to sounds better. Bread? Oh yeah, practice. It's good, right? To just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and then you speak it. It's different. It's more difficult. Oh, okay, it gets easier. Yeah. Good. So it looks like we'll do a few more minutes. Looks like are you done? Okay, good. So it seems like everyone's pretty much done. How many more do you guys have? You guys almost done? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. So there's one question I wanted to ask you guys. Let's see if we can get this one. So I heard a few people saying this one. So on the did you have breakfast this morning? How did you do that one back? How do you do the tag question there? See, I heard a couple different ones, right? So what is the full tag question? Or you would say you had. She had it. So you combine both of yours. So you had breakfast this morning. Didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, you had breakfast this morning, didn't you? Right. And then the other ones seemed good. Were there any ones you were uncomfortable with? Okay, so did you guys hear me on the breakfast one there? How did you do the tag question here? Did you have breakfast this morning? But you could say, you know what you really should say there you should say in the book says you didn't, or you did have breakfast this morning, didn't you? You did have breakfast this morning, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. And then the rest, I think you seem pretty comfortable on, right? Perfect. All right, guys, so that was the tag question. I think you guys did a great job today. So we went over the tag questions, affirmative verb, negative tag. We did a nice little exercise worksheet. And then the communication, I hope, like you were saying, helped kind of get more experience and actual practice in the conversation. All right, so that's the end of the class, guys. Everybody have a great weekend, okay? I'll see you guys all